What's up, yo? We are back, man. We're flipping some videos for y'all on YouTube, y'all. Crip, so let's get 30, bro. Let's get right into it, y'all. Let's get the shirt, y'all. Serious. While we get some Minnesota teams, y'all. Again, bro, start taking time to go get some teams, y'all. So, yeah, y'all. We're going up against Carl Anthony Towns, D'Angelo Russell, Anthony Edwards, Nick Beasley, Reed. I cannot pronounce his name, yo. I cannot pronounce his name either. Josh Okogie, Prince, Jaden Gaines, Jordan, Jared Clover, Jake Layman, Tyler Johnson. Oh, I forgot he's not playing. Sorry. Alright, let's go right to the game for y'all. It's for sure, y'all. It's 28 and 1, y'all. Back to 29 and 1, y'all. It's for sure, y'all. It's not my career, y'all. So it's because D'Angelo Russell and Edwards is about to be taking a touchdown, so it's for sure, yo. Hey, y'all, we gonna get yellow again, bro. Hey, yo, Laws will block me on the phone and PS4, bro. What a bum. Go check out my last video, though. Saturday, September 25th, y'all. So yeah, 8:38. Chris Smooth made a video earlier, y'all. I will watch it, y'all. Don't worry. After these videos, bro. Yo, hey, I'm a 162 on GTA now. So. Oh yeah, I'm in game chat, but I'm in a party with my phone too, y'all. So you have to read them, you know what I'm saying? So.
A well-dressed group of Timberwolves as they made their way to the locker room. They love playing in front of their raucous home crowd. Clouds passing high over the 10th Avenue Bridge and the Mississippi River. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it is. And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time.
Kevin, thank you very much. We all know.
Good point. No pressure, DA. Thank you. And now the Lakers starting group. LeBron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Smooth out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Gasol, and at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, the backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Carl Anthony Towns is out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the small forward position. Some talent for sure in the backcourt tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across from another top-level guard?
No, it always raises the stakes, and you want to rise to that challenge. But in the end, it all comes back to winning as a team.
A three ball. Knocks down the three ball.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And so it's Russell with it. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
But when I wake up, I'm gonna watch every verse. Then I'll do.
The pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Cuts it 5. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim.
Towns showing his unselfishness there, willing to give up the rock. His teammate has something a little better.
And the Lakers decide to take their first time out here. And Russell, a player known for his offense, but Greg, he's put in work to improve his play on defense as well.
Yeah, you know, Russell was known for his lack of defense there for a while, but he's been trying to improve that part of his game. It's a long road, but I tell you what, he is definitely taking steps.
And the shot is good.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Smooth. Hernan Gomez covering. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
You know, guys, I think he's got confidence to shoot it from anywhere, but he could have gotten a better one than that.
Here's Russell over to the left wing. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Smooth. Takes a 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him.
Here's Edwards. Kept alive, Minnesota, and the dunk by Towns.
One many skills that Towns brings every.
Hold up. Yo, Interior. Are you gay? Nah, I'm kidding.
Tonight is his offensive rebound.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Smooth. Again, Los Angeles.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Russell with it. Gasol covering. Outside, Towns. Good on the assist to Russell. Towns has got his 3rd basket of the night.
You know, Towns is one of the biggest inside-outside threats in the league and shooting a great percentage from deep.
Wasted no time on that one. And it's 13 points for Smooth.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
To the middle, here's Hernan Gomez. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Yeah, you look at Russell, and one of the things I like most about his game is this guy has great vision and passing ability.
Here's Smooth, and he jams it with authority.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And they double up Russell. Out to Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Well, Edwards looking almost automatic there. Didn't wait too long to put that shot up.
Jacks up a 3. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. The Lakers beat them last time when these two teams met in Los Angeles.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And sometimes that can be a motivating factor. May very well light a fire under them tonight. Nobody likes to be dominated on the glass like that.
Here's Smooth and the double clutch jam. Wows the crowd. Woo.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Fires from deep. Sinks the three-pointer. Smooth's got 20.
Dog, he does, you freaking idiot.
I was gonna ask you if you could. Do you know how to fly a plane?
Nigga, what?
Shut up.
Right, little ass kid.
I'm talking about you. Shut up.
Why, bro? What did I even do to you?
Little kid. You little kid.
I'm not no little kid, bro. You tripping, Nell?
I'm talking about he's a little kid.
Oh my god.
Little ass.
It's like you was talking about me. You said you.
I said you. Of course, yeah, you. It's totally
Nah. Lucky Spartan is a little kid.
man, he probably will whoop your ass.
No, he won't. Clapped him in GTA
I'll
before.
help him out too.
I clapped him in GTA before.
I'll help him.
Bro, this. Alright, let me just focus. God.
3 points.
All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Outside, Russell. And it's good off the back rim and in. Russell's got his second bucket.
You know, we've talked about the stroke before. The repeatable motion that Russell has. I'm trying to find that with my golf swing, fellas. Because of his stroke, though, he can be rough if he gets locked in.
And off to an incredible start here early from long range.
Lighting it up from outside. Hard to keep up with this.
That's his substitution on the court.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers. Their lead at 15 going into the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And now, a chance to hear LeBron James expound on the difference.
More delicate than defense. Defense, you can make mistakes but cover.
You know, Greg, I could listen to him talk basketball all day.
And he makes a valid point. You can't just hustle your way to great offense. It takes time and chemistry.
Why you all the way back there, son? I'm right here, boy.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in a second. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Lakers.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Russell in the backcourt with Beasley to his side. Then there's Towns, and it's Hernan Gomez in at small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here is Russell. He's coming off a 25-point game against Denver.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Ugh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there.
Boy, I'd love to get a replay on that one. Let's keep it handy so we can see it again.
Russell finds Hernan Gomez. Here's Okogie. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. 6 to shoot. Russell with a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Driving inside.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
Well, you look at Smooth. He's in the lead, sitting at #1 in the West.
Clearly a fan favorite, and they're giving him the highest praise possible on their ballots.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Fouled on the shot, picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
That's his
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Gasol's checking.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Minnesota calls timeout. Greg, you know a thing or two about being a floor general. It's no longer just a traditional guard role.
Not at all. Now there are point forwards, even point centers, and an offense doesn't have to run through the backcourt anymore. When you look at guys like Lebron and Jokic, it's a different game.
Russell looking around. Towns wide open. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Lakers have gotten all of their first 6 shots to go in here in the second. What a quarter so far. Okay, time now for an injury report.
Hi, guys. The head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves let me know the status. He told me that he has a pain.
Mercy, mercy me.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up.
Yes, he does. That's what we call helium. Yeast rising and helium floating.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing, more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever.
Got him.
Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Towns for three. Had a hand on it.
They've shown some
Terrific.
The hard slam, bro.
I tell you what, you've got to build a
hard
wall
slam, bro.
around the bucket to keep this man from attacking.
And Greg, even then, he might just go over it. Check out the elevation he gets here. My goodness.
Boy, I can't get enough of that, guys. I mean, he is a true rim wrecker.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
And the Lakers making a change here. James is checked in. Knocked loose. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Uses both ends to slam it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Looking at Los Angeles, they took the win in their last game against the Mavericks. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And something this team wants from Russell, his ability, Clark, to close games out on offense.
Yeah, and that's something you grow into, Kevin. I mean, and Russell is starting to develop that part of his game, but to create on his own, he knows how to do that now.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And the 50-point games continue to add up for him.
Well, every game takes him closer to the next benchmark. Next up, second place all time.
And Wilt had 30 games of 50 points or more back in 1963, and that number gets closer and closer with games like this.
To the wing right side. A wide open shot from Hernan Gomez. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got 5 assists in the game. Hernan Gomez has gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half, quality shots, not wasting possessions.
The Timberwolves have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. Russell passes to Towns. Out to Russell from past the arc. Hits it from three-point range. Russell's got 11 points.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Drains the 3 while he's being fouled, and he might be able to make this a 4-point play.
He's filling it up right now, getting the shots he wants and delivering in a big way.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for a Kobe. Torian Prince comes in for Hernan Gomez. So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided. Lakers on top, running away with it. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. With Lakers coach Frank Vogel. Frank, what did you think about LeBron's performance in the first half?
Well, he was great. You know, they're trying to make him beat them over the top. And, you know, he's shooting the ball with a lot of confidence, knocked down a lot of threes, also giving us great energy on D as well.
It's almost like he's a really good player, right? Thanks, Coach. Back to you guys.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They are completely in control of the game, leading by a massive amount. Kenny, give us your take.
Down in the paint, they're doing everything right, seeking out high percentage looks. So far, the defense hasn't had any answer for that. And we'll see if those adjustments that the coaches are making at halftime work.
Shaq, what you think about Minnesota?
Well, with the way they struggle to defend the three-point line, it's starting to look like warm-up. Do not be afraid to bring more defenders out high. They got to make life tougher on those outside shooters.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
In that first half, he was a hot knife, and the defense was butter, sliced right through them.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Lebron and Davis, the dynamic forward pair. Russell Westbrook out there with Smooth. And it's Gasol at the 5 spot.
You know, this is one of D'Angelo's biscuit and butter moves. I mean, quick pull-up off the dribble. He loves that one.
Here's Smooth. Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Hernan Gomez trying to break free. Gasol with the defensive effort. Here's Smooth. And another one. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. To the paint. Here's Towns. Rejected by Gasol.
You really got to admire the reach of Gasol. He's excellent at utilizing those long arms of his to turn away shots. That would be 4 in a row for him now as they have come racing out of the gate to start this second half.
Russell against LeBron. Russell passes to Towns. Inside, Hernan Gomez. And finish off by Hernan Gomez.
And surprisingly, a firm throwdown. And that's a little bit out of character, Kevin.
It is, Greg. You're right. He's got plenty of size to attack the basket, but rarely does.
Well, he certainly attacked it that time, but I mean, that's what they want to see more from him.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game.
And guys, it's going to be a long time before we see another one just like that.
I'm glad we got to see the Mobile One block once more. What a play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Kicks it to Prince. This one for 3. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
I'm glad, bro. They came back with that early game.
Lakers have gone as spotless. 6 of 6 from the field since taking the court here in the second half.
I started playing American Army again today, and I was good, bro.
Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Russell.
Over pass.
Puts up a 3. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. Towns kicks to Edwards. Outside, Russell. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Smooth. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Monster quarter for him. He's put the team on his back, trying to carry them to the W.
To the inside. Here's Towns. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Gasol. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And I tell you what, AD is able to brush off those defenders with ease because of how strong he is. That's what they call weight room.
Bounce pass, Prince. Hernan Gomez finds Russell. Beyond the arc. The Lakers with the rebound. From deep, Davis takes it off the glass. Davis has got 8 points.
Boy, AD showing you how strong and willing to work he is, because that was a difficult bucket there.
He skills like that. got that three.
Outside, Russell. Pass to Prince. Three-pointer. Westbrook pulls it in. Westbrook's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. There's the triple. Here's Smooth. He's guarded by Russell.
Gasol is one of the best passers in the league. I mean, in his position, there aren't many better. Excellent at scanning the floor and finding the open man.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Passes it to Towns. Back to Russell. From outside the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Smooth's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Out to the right wing. Down low. Again, what an avalanche! He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. A solo fast break for the finish. And good! There's another. And there's 80 points.
Wow. Just wow. This guy right now on another level.
Russell passes to Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. He's got 13.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
And Anthony Edwards, the top pick of 2020. Not the most polished player early on, but his ceiling is through the roof.
And he commits the intentional foul. And some changes here for the Tip.
Substitution on the court.
And for the Lakers, they're shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Russell in the backcourt with Beasley to his side. Nas Reed out there with Towns. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Great D that time from Davis. So many top picks come in ready to play, Greg. Edwards are part of a class that needed more.
He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Russell passes to Hernan Gomez. Shoots the 3. Kept alive.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys. And here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
Yet another bucket in close. That's how he's earning his points today.
Anthony against Russell. Here's Reed. Off target from outside. Here's Smooth. Guarded by Reed. And it's good for 2.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Wow.
Back to Russell. From deep three-point range, it's hauled in by LeBron. James has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And in this era of player empowerment, Clark, do you think star players have ever had more leverage than they do today?
No question they have not. With social media, the platforms players have been able to build, the following the NBA has, not just domestically, but globally, all of that has converged to give players a significant amount of power. And not to discount the fact that players are more aware and educated in so many of the business aspects of the game.
I had to go get Yanni. I had to go to Yanni on Sonic for Yanni. And it took forever. That's what Yanni. Tell Yanni her food is in the oven.
All right.
All right?
Yeah. I got McDonald's just lit, bro.
Than I've ever seen them, and that's an encouraging sign from my perspective.
And stolen by James. Here's Smooth, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, you've got to be careful around LeBron and mindful of his presence now. He's very opportunistic defensively, and with that size, speed, and anticipation, he can pick your pocket.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the 4th. It's good from long range. Russell's got 17 points here in the second half.
He has a lot of points from long range this half. He's taken advantage of a really tired defense.
Pass to James. Davis against Towns. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
You know, with that combination of strength and length, Davis can easily overwhelm defenders and get himself to the foul line.
And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Lakers.
When they've had a chance to attack the basket at any point in this game, and this was the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
And AD's injury woes rearing their head last season as well, Greg. We saw it missing a number of games.
Well, a big man with his athleticism, a lot of stress on the legs. LeBron's gotten him on the same nutrition and treatment regimen. Hopefully, that'll help. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Edwards, that's good.
Something's brewing, guys. The three-pointers just continue to flow.
Yeah, they've had a great second half from long range. I mean, things are definitely starting to look up for them.
Bangs home the trifecta.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
It's Edwards on the wing. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
Nice mid-range J from Edwards there. He's obviously not too concerned about what the analytics say about that shot.
Here's Smooth. Again, Los Angeles.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
And there's the pass to Layman. Now here's Towns. Tipped away. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Here's Smooth. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. Gasol's got his third assist on the night.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
For Minnesota, they've gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Edwards can't hit. LA has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
I'll tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Here's Smooth. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Minnesota shooting 43% from the floor. Beasley dishes to Edwards. That 3 off the mark. The Lakers controlling the game. Here's Smooth. Good, another from 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
He swipes the ball away again. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
And he makes the first.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Some changes for Minnesota. McDaniels, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Culver comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in for Beasley. And then for Los Angeles, Nicolas Batum. He's checked in for Anthony Davis. Horton Tucker comes in for James. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Smooth.
Oh, yeah! Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
Layman kicks to Edwards. Pass to Culver. 6 on the shot clock. He takes it in. Count it.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Edwards looking it over. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And he gets it back. And another shot. Some solid defense from Gasol.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Minnesota shooting in the fourth quarter down around 31%, not playing with as much energy here lately. Here's McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniel.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Smooth. Shot clock at 5. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
Yeah, taking it right into the teeth of the defense, and it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
Well, they should be. I mean, it has not been a good performance for them at that end of the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Los Angeles.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so it'll boost this year's win total for them to 29.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
And, you know, against a conference opponent who you're going to see 4 times total on the season, a 2-0 advantage is pretty healthy.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Smooth.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
Los Angeles calls timeout. They're up. 36 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game, Smooth.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
He silenced this crowd with an unreal display. His ability to drown out the noise and the hostility of an opposing crowd is pretty special. Takes the 3. Yet another bucket.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Outside, Russell. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Smooth. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Outside, Russell. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
Hey, that's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just...
That's how to get it done on the road. Got 26 dunks. 1 foul, 1 TO. 2 blocks. 7 steals. Hey, LeBron had 19. He got a double-double. Jesus. And Nicolas Batum got 18. And Davis at 15.
Completely took the crowd out of it. That's how to get it done on the road.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, you know, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays? And then defensively, you know, he's not very good defensively, but you can't single me out.
I'll be right back.
You know, it will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, you know, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as the offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you later.
No. Could have gotten a fight. Alright, yo.
Nonsense is such a winner, young beginner be. Doctor told me the remedy is in the feet. The whole world turned plastic. Don't last. That's why they